As you may know, every country has their own way of celebrating their culture. In Venezuela, there are various cultures given the fact that there are different regions with different environments such as deserts, beach, snow, and mountains. Today, I will talk about what it's called the Dancing Devil of Yare. I will teach you what Venezuela's Dancing Devil of Yare is. I will talk about how immigration marked the beginning, when and where it takes place, celebration, and music. First, I will talk about how immigration marked the beginning of the Dancing Devils. Venezuela was categorized by being a host country for immigrants. In World War II, European countries decided to immigrate to Venezuela for its wealth. Venezuela received a large amount of immigration between 1948 and 1961. This gave Venezuela the unique characteristics of becoming a country with a majority of mixed race. Immigration in Venezuela was caused by the middle of the 20th century because of the oil boom. The people who immigrated came mostly from America, Europe, and Africa and Asian countries. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. Venezuela was influenced by culture, language, gastronomy, traditions, among others, thus being Venezuela a nation of ethnic diversity. The cause of immigration led to the arrival of the Spanish colonizers to the American continent. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. According to Historia de los Valles del Tuy, which is an online Venezuelan page, with the arrival of the Spanish colonizer to the American continent, the well-known mixture of culture began, which included religious and spiritual feeling. As a result of this, that feeling was born in America, with touches of the African continent, which contributed to what is today the Dancing Devil of Yare, of Corpus Christi, which means body and blood of Christ. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. Now that you know how it began, let's talk about what the Dancing Devil of Yare is. The Dancing Devil of Yare is a religious festival. The devils wear colorful costumes, usually red. According to Venezuela Tuya, which is an online Venezuelan page, it is an act of representation of good against evil, where they dance through the streets of the town and then kneel in front of the church, remaining prostrate as a sign of respect for the holy while the priest blesses them. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. The celebration includes the mass, the construction of altars, and the procession. In San Francisco de Yare, it consists of a red shirt and pants. In other states, they wear simple capes that have crosses, tassels, and bows. The masks are an icon that identifies the celebration and hides the identity of the dancer. This fact is from Venezuela Tuya. With the mask, they treat a resemblance to the diabolical spirits that must surrender to be satisfied. They resemble Lucifer. Now that you know more about what it is, let's go into where and when it takes place. It is held in San Francisco de Yare, state of Miranda, native in San Francisco de Yare, but it's celebrated all around the country. It is a festive that lasts the entire month of May. On May 31st, the day is commemorated in Venezuela, a tradition of the central coast of the country. It is the 9th Thursday after the Holy Thursday or the day of the Holy Sacrament. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. Commemoration. It is the oldest organization from the American continent. This is a tradition dominated by men, but in recent years, some communities have begun to admit women to participate as dancers. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. Let's go into celebration and music. Type of music. The music supports the dance on two touches, executed by the drums, which is the main instrument. According to Acercando Naciones, who is a person writing about the event, dancers also wear bells, rattles, and ribbons to protect themselves against evil spirits, as you can see over here. The music is performed with string instruments, percussion, while playing maracas, to guard off malefic spirits. This fact is from Tuero. Corpus Christi, one of the most important parties of the Catholic Church. It is about remembering the institution. This fact is from Historia de los Valles del Tuy. Role of woman. The woman is a faithful companion. She is in charge of giving them water, food, and taking care of the children. This fact is from Duero. They are not allowed to dance in the streets, but in the house, where they have to borrow a mask and dance in front of an altar in exchange for a promise. This fact is from Duero. Now you know about the Dancing de Benefiare, how immigration marked the beginning, when and where it takes place, celebration and music. To conclude, this is one of the many traditions that Venezuelans have in their culture and that has a tradition of 369 years. Thank you.